SST is an application developed in MaxMSP. It includes a graphical user interface for score and audio management, a series of tools for interfacing with IanniX, and a signal processing stage for audio routing, playback, and spatialization. From the SST main window, it is possible to access the Graphics Score Manager, which is the main tool for score design. Spatialization preferences allows the adjustment of ambisonic's directivity and amplitude attenuation pattern. Beside the programmable score behaviors, this new SST iteration incorporates improved real-time interaction capabilities. Control Panel allows to adjust the amplitude of each sound source and to control the playback of audio files. It is synchronized with IanniX Transport and it can be accessed from iPad through Mira app, in order for the user to flexibly operate the system from anywhere inside the performative space. From the iPad, the user can also access the Source Location tab, controlling in real time the position of up to 4 selectable sound sources. Finally, SST offers an output monitor for the visual feedback of channel levels during score playback, and of course access to audio settings for driver selection and input and output mapping. From the Graphics Score Manager, the user can set the speakers as numbers and positions. Once inserted into the score, the speakers can be further displaced from the sequencer and adapted to the characteristics of the performative area. Once the speakers setup is defined, it is possible to initialize and displace up to 16 sound sources. Each sound source corresponds to one ambisonics input, representing the positioning space of the audio inputs it is paired with. With each sound source, a track can be generated in the lower area of the IanniX score. As in common sequencers, tracks provide additional timelines, supporting the insertion of events affecting the specific source only. From the Graphics Score Manager, the user can also access a library of 2D and 3D trajectories that represent a series of possible sound source paths. The proposed templates rely on basic parametric equations that can be easily manipulated in IanniX to the user's needs. Additionally, one can draw his own trajectories directly from the graphics sequencer. The coupling between a trajectory and a sound source is performed by cursors. The user assigns the ID of one curve and one sound source to a cursor, whose behavior can be programmed directly from the Score Manager and eventually fine-tuned from IanniX. The paired trigger will follow the cursor's position from then on. SST offers two ready-to-use audio inputs: a white noise generator and a polyphonic sawtooth oscillator. Available on channel 1, the noise generator can be used for speaker tests. Each trigger paired with an active audio source changes in color during playback in order to display the amplitude level in any given moment. The polyphonic oscillator pairs a single tone of the major scale with one sound source, so that the user can focus on spatialization design and postpone the assignment of specific audio content. Other available inputs are the ADC for the connection of external audio devices such as acoustic instruments as well as other software and VSTs, and the integrated audio player for the reproduction of audio files assigned to each sound source. The activation of a file's playback with a desired gain level can be set in the score at any time along a source's track.